Hi, and welcome to our discussion on the questions employers shouldn't ask you. We all know it's illegal for employers to discriminate during the hiring process, but it still happens. Most employers aren't out to get you, and these questions often come up during harmless small talk. Just be aware that whatever you choose to share with the employer may be used against you. If you feel the interviewer ever crosses a line when asking you a question and you can't address their concern, then the only thing left to say is, I don't believe this question is relevant to assessing my suitability for the job. When talking to an employer in an interview, you should be aware of the following topics: age, religion, family plans, debt, political views, parents' background, and disability. When an employer asks you a question on one of these topics, they're trying to answer an underlying concern. It's important to address the concern behind these questions, and not the question itself. By staying silent, you force the employer to guess your answer, and what they guess can often validate their concerns. Your age can usually be determined by looking at you or looking at your experience and education on your resume. If you're asked about your age, the employer may be concerned about whether you're old enough to work, how quickly you can learn the job, and if you're willing to learn and adapt, or if you're stuck in your ways. To address the concerns behind this question, talk about your willingness to learn, or the amount of experience your age brings. Questions about your religion or political views shouldn't matter to an employer unless you're applying for a job at a political or religious affiliated organisation. Concerns based around this topic are about your values. Will they make it difficult for you or prevent you from doing the job? And will your values create conflict with other employees or customers? Assure the employer that your values won't interfere with your ability to do the job. Often small talk gets steered towards family, but family life and work life can have trouble coexisting. Concerns about family life are often based around whether or not your commitments will interfere with your performance at work. Reassuring the employer that you've taken steps such as childcare, so your family commitments won't affect your ability, is a good way to answer this question. Now, I doubt you'd be asked if you have any debt. I can't see how it would be relevant in an interview, other than a way to discriminate against you. But some people associate debt with poor planning. However, there are many reasons why someone might be in financial trouble. It isn't always their fault. In addition to debt, your parents' background is another question that can be discriminatory. It shouldn't matter what they do, where they came from, or how much money they make. What matters is your ability to do the job. However, some people may discriminate based on someone's racial or economic backgrounds. People are cautious about hiring disabled people because of a lack of understanding. They worry you won't be able to do the job, you'll cost them money, you'll injure yourself, or you'll need more time off than other employees. Don't think it's bad to discuss your disability, just make sure you're careful when you discuss it with the employer. You're free to talk about it as much or as little as you want. You wouldn't have applied for the job if you thought you couldn't do it, so show the employer how capable you are and why your disability won't be a problem for the company. If during the interview process the employer makes you feel uncomfortable with what they say or how they act, this might be an indication that this isn't a company you want to work for. As always, if you want any of the information talked about in this video, check out the article on Let's Get Working, which contains everything we discussed. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment in the section below on Facebook or on the Let's Get Working website, and I'll get back to you. Until next time, have a good day.